Hello, welcome to my channel, Soul Horizons Tarot. I am going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Leo. This is a collective reading, so if it does not sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. This is for whoever's most on your mind at this time. That can be somebody that you are already connected with, someone that you are curious or interested in, or someone that you are separated from and are looking for more insight into. Alright, so I've already done a pre-shuffle. I'm going to cut the deck and start. If this does resonate, feel free to leave a like, share, subscribe, or comment. Or if you enjoy this and want to see future content. Alright, so your current energy, your person's, your energy towards them, their energy towards you, your challenges, obstacles, theirs, the current energy situation between the two of you, your advice, and probable outcome. I'll do the same for this one. Eight of Wands, clarifying the Eight of Wands. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start with your current energy situation. Whoops. I will say the signs and or the gender of the card may not apply. Just pay more attention to the energy. So far we have fixed signs. Sorry about that. My camera's doing this fun thing where it just stops recording for no reason. We have fixed signs: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, Libra, more Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the world is Capricorn as well, but mainly the fixed signs too, so Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. So tell me one more with the Ace of Swords and the world for the current energy, Leo's current energy situation, please. One more with the Ace of Swords and the world, please, for what's going on for Leo. Oh boy. I had two come out. Some of you may be kind of conflicted with where your heart is telling you to go. It could be in like a relationship, it could be in work, it could be in just life in general, career, family-wise, movement, like moving, travel, where you want to live. Some of you could be conflicted about your feelings. There could be a lot of attention around you as far as like trying to win your heart, win your approval, win your, like, get your attention. Alright. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio showing up there. Tell me about the world. Why is the world here? What does it represent? The world is usually a card about completing some kind of chapter, a victory, success, closing out a chapter in order to start a new one, a new beginning, the start of a new story, basically. Tell me about the world. Why is that here? What does it represent for Leo? Why is the world here? What does it represent for Leo, please? 1, 2, okay, and 3. So we have Temperance here, Sagittarius energy, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so I don't think this is an ending. I think this might be trying to reopen something, have some kind of reconciliation or second chance or second beginning, new beginning with a partner. Or you could be going through some kinds of changes that need your attention in order to moderate something. Could be this Five of Wands. Five of Wands talks about minor issues, disagreements, it could be, or like I said, internal or external conflict, distraction, disruption, tension. Sometimes it's a card of jealousy or being like a competitive spirit. But if I'm going with what I feel, it does look like the opportunity to heal a connection, or maybe it's time to, you feel you're open to the idea of a new connection, opening your heart to the idea of a new connection, or just connecting with somebody in general. Tell me about that Ace of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent? Okay, Four of Wands. Some of you may be getting back out there in the dating scene or the dating game, or maybe just being more social, opening up your world a little bit more, exploring more. Possibly it could talk about travel, but I don't really get that from these as much as like just opening yourself up to new experiences. I think, I mean, it could be for different things. Like I said, some of you may be kind of trying to figure out what you want to do as far as like maybe more creative, show your creative side, or because the Page of Cups can represent a new dream. But we do have the Two of Cups here, so I think it might be like opening, like I said, opening your heart to the idea of connecting. You may have someone in particular in mind. I'm assuming it's probably the person most on your mind, but maybe you're thinking about someone else and this person is also on your mind. But otherwise, I think it feels pretty positive energy here. Like ready to branch out, or to expose yourself to new experiences, new journeys, new adventures, new people. For some of you, this may even be like leaving home. And move on. Yeah, it's like wanting a fresh new beginning. A fresh new start. And there's hopefulness, wistfulness, optimism. There's a dreamy energy there with that Page of Cups, but it did have the Five of Wands there, so I do think there's some either internal conflict or some external stuff that's going on that's kind of trying to distract you, attempting to kind of keep you in the here and now, whereas the Page of Cups wants to dream. A very daydreamy card. Tell me about, okay, this is for your person's current energy, the person most on your mind, whoever that may be. This isn't a romantic sense though. So whoever's most on your mind, what is their current energy situation? What is this person's current energy situation? Okay. One with the Star and the Page of Wands, please, for this person's current energy situation. Alright, 1. 2. And 3. Alright, one that came out here was the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you guys might be together and you're both kind of experiencing a beginning to something. But maybe this is a new person you've met, and they're also kind of open to the idea of starting something new. Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. You both have pages, so you both might be either really young, maybe students fresh out of college, or you both have a very young energy, almost childlike. It can be immature or less experienced, but okay, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah, something failed, something ended on their end, but they're not sitting in the dumps about it. They're acting towards a new start too, new beginning. This is very action-oriented, where this likes to sit and dream and think about it. This one actually takes action. So that's why I said maybe some of you are already together and you're kind of on the ride with them, or they are initiating this new beginning and you're kind of excited to be there with them. And if you're not, you're both kind of in a similar energy of ready to start new, fresh. This person definitely has a wish attached to whatever it is they're trying to start, act on, initiate. You sure? I'm asking. Tell me about that Page of Wands. Why is it here? What does it represent, please? You could have had a falling out with family, a dream job like fell through. Something did end for this person, but I don't feel like they're in the dumps about it. I feel like they're hopeful and optimistic about the future still. Tell me about that Page of Wands. Tell me about that Page of Wands. Why is it here? What does it represent for this person's current energy situation, please? This 1, 2, and 3. 6 of Swords. Okay, so yeah, maybe they are. I don't know, their energy feels good though. So maybe it has forced them to leave certain things or people behind, or maybe they literally had to move or remove themselves from a situation. But with that Page of Wands, I get the feeling that they're not. It's like they're not, you know, really negative. They don't feel that way. For some it might be a sense of freedom. Maybe it was almost like a blessing in disguise, even though it was difficult. It was a defeat, or it was a long, drawn-out ending with the Ten of Swords. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't disappointing, because it definitely was. But that energy of the Page of Wands is just like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go in a new direction, follow a new path. Tell me about the Star. Why is that here? What does it represent for this person's current energy situation? For some, it could be that a dream, a wish, a hope did come to an abrupt end, or an end. It doesn't have to be abrupt. Tell me about that page or the Star, please. 1, 2, 3. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, it kind of feels like something was delayed and they had to start all over, or they have to completely reconfigure how to move forward after this ending. It has something to do with their ability to be independent, especially financially, but maybe some of them wanted to start their own business. Whatever it was, it does feel like they kind of had to walk away from that or separate themselves from that because of this ending. They did have to give up on some kind of venture, but I don't think it's permanently. I think it's just something that they know they have to step away from for now, because it's not, they're either not physically, financially, or resource capable to pull this through. There was some kind of dream, wish, attachment to building a business, maybe, you know, owning a home, something like that. Something that would make them completely self-sufficient. I could have come to a disappointing end here. I don't know though, for some reason with that Page of Wands, it's like they're not completely, they're not really, they don't feel all the way defeated. It's like they're not allowing it to really deter them or derail them or keep them down. And you know, another way to interpret that is somebody had a lucky break. They had some kind of, maybe it was a inheritance or a gift of money, or you know, a lucky break, and then they were impulsive and it caused an ending to whatever this wish, dream, good luck was. Like they kind of squandered a gift here. Maybe like they won the lottery and then they spent it all on a binge night. So that could be an interpretation of that as well. So we're moving on to your energy towards the person that's most on your mind. What is Leo's energy towards this person, most in their mind, with the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords, please? One more with the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. Sorry, there's a hair and I'm trying to... it's driving me crazy. Okay, Ace of Wands came out. I'm going to do 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why I get this energy from these that it's like a long shot. Long odds. It's almost as if you look at this person, your energy towards them is like, I don't know if this is feasible. I don't know if it could work. Maybe there's distance between the two of you, like it would be a long distance relationship. If it's not physical distance, there could be like a gap in possibly age or maturity levels. I'm not too certain on that. I feel more like it's a distance thing if it is that. But it's almost like the odds of this are really low. And I don't know why you would feel that way. It's just, like you're definitely open to the idea of them with that Ace of Wands, but the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords is like maybe they moved. Maybe they moved further away. Maybe they took an opportunity and it created more, you know, of an obstacle between the two of you. Maybe you feel like you can't reach them, whether that's literally or figuratively. Like, how could we make this work? Is it even a practical or logical pursuit? We have the Queen of Swords here. Like it's almost like you're very curious about this person and you want to reach out. You want to find out more. But then we have that Six of Swords. Tell me one more with the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here? Okay. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like you're indecisive or you're undecided. Or you go back and forth. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Why is it here? What does it represent for Leo's energy towards this person? Oh, as far as signs, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Lovers. Okay, so there is a connection here, a strong one at that. I will say, for those of you that are in a connection with the person that's most on your mind, there's somehow distance involved. Maybe somebody travels for work a lot, or maybe you don't live in the same home, or maybe it is a long distance relationship. But there's an imbalance here. And you're kind of forced with this Queen of Swords to take a practical look at it, a realistic look, and try to make a decision. But for others of you that aren't in a connection with this person, again, there still could be distance involved here. There's curiosity. There's hope for something, but it's like we keep it small. We keep it realistic. And there is uncertainty here based on the Six of Swords. with all this up here, your current energy is like wanting to start something new. Maybe your something new isn't in that direction that you would have to go to be with this person. Maybe they're a part of what you're trying to leave behind in some way. Like if you're wanting to move to a different place, then they would not be moving, so you would have to travel back to see them. Or maybe you're moving jobs and you don't know how it would work because of that whole scenario. I mean, this could be like one of those stories where one person's going to college in one state and another one's going to college elsewhere. I could see that as a definite story, or something very similar. We clearly have strong feelings. There's a strong connection, or the potential for one. At least from your perspective, your energy is attracted to theirs. There's chemistry here, there's passion, there's excitement. And it's more than just physical, because the lovers represents all of them. Mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. But it's like that Six of Swords is kind of plaguing you when it comes to the idea of this person or this person. Alright, so let's look at their energy towards you. We have Scorpio, Aries with the Tower, and Cancer with the Chariot. Tell me one more. Maybe you're afraid this person is leaving you behind. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, so there is love here. I'm going to do 3 more. 1. This person's energy towards Leo, please. Tower and the Chariot. 2. And 3. 10 of Cups. Alright, there's some pain here. I say that because the 3 of Swords is on the bottom. I have a theory, but I'm going to wait. Tell me about the Chariot. Why is that here? What does it represent for this person's energy towards Leo? Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? What does it represent, please? 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 10 of Swords, Jesus. They did have the 10 of Swords up here, so something did end. It could have been you guys did have a connection and that's what ended. But it doesn't have to be. It could be that something, whatever this was that ended in their life, took a turn for the worst, or a defeat they suffered, a loss they suffered. Whatever that was, maybe their energy says that it's kind of ruined the potential of this Ace of Cups to ever be the 10 of Cups. From Ace to 10, that's you go as Ace, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. So they did see potential here for love, for an emotional connection, you know, for feelings to develop into that 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, a family. But we have the 10 of Swords. And it's almost like hopes were dashed here. Maybe that's the dream that was killed. But again, they're not sitting still in that energy. It's not that they don't feel it, it's just maybe they're the type, and I could see that with the Page of Wands. They can't sit still. But anyway, again, this could imply that there's distance or the inability to travel. Tell me about the tower. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is the tower here? What does it represent? Maybe you guys did go through a painful breakup. Tell me about that tower. Why is it here? What does it represent for this person's energy towards Leo? Almost. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so we had the Seven of Wands come out in the challenge position. So I think despite their best efforts, something happened here that shook the foundations, that yeah, Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Okay, it could have been a shocking turn of events, but for whatever reason, it has caused them to try to prevent you. Now, whether that's like consciously, actively done, or just a response to whatever this Ten of Swords, whatever this ending was for them, I believe that's probably what this Tower moment is. Maybe the Ten of Swords caused the Tower, which is an abrupt end, a shocking or unexpected event that happens that shakes the foundations, that brings something to an end. And the Tower would be something significant. We have 2 major arcana right here. It could be that they were guarding against some kind of ending, and it came regardless, like I said, despite their best efforts to protect it. It still played out. For some of you, it could be a simple thing, like they were unable in some way to travel to see you, or it ruined some plans to progress this thing past the Ace to the Ten of Cups. For some, it could have been some news or thing that occurred maybe on your end that caused them to shut down on you and guard themselves against you. I don't know why or what exactly took place here, but it's like it hit the e-brake. And for some, it could be something like, they took an opportunity or they moved or something, and because of that, because there were feelings, but there was nothing they could really do about it, they kind of shut down energetically towards you because they knew it couldn't go any further. Maybe that's why you feel like it's a long shot with this person. Just based on the circumstances and the situation, their ending plus your new beginning has made the logistics of this less likely. But with the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Tower, I can't lie and say that's not pretty heavy negative influence as far as their energetic tie to you. There's still feelings here involved. I think they did want progress, but whatever this Tower moment was, whether it was news that they received from you or about you, or news that, like, something that happened in their life, that Ten of Swords, whatever this was is what kind of really forced their hand. Alright, let's look at your biggest challenges and obstacles. We have Taurus Libra there with the Empress. What are Leo's biggest challenges and obstacles at this time? What is blocking Leo as their biggest challenge or obstacle with the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles, please? Do 3 shuffles. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the first one to come out was the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like there's an energy here of having to let something go. Having to give up on something. Having to call it. Possibly because it couldn't grow. This thing between the two of you, we have 3 aces now. Or this could be a new opportunity that is kind of like making this a less likely option, or a less likely candidate. Some of you could already be in a connection. It's like they came at a bad time. Maybe they reappeared at a bad time once you'd already committed yourself to someone or something. I did a similar reading where I said somebody had the opportunity of a lifetime and they had to choose between that and the person. I don't remember on whose end it was. I don't even remember which sign it was. I'm pretty sure it's in the title. But this could be that situation as well, similar situation where you kind of have to choose. But I don't think that's quite the case, because in their estimation, this is over. There's no bringing it back from the dead. I think you're open to that idea, but you are also, you're very realistic when it comes to, again, the logistics of it. And whatever this was, maybe it was more than one thing, it just made it all the more harder. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. Why is that here? What does it represent? It's like it's something that you know and understand. By your estimation, this is a thing that is kind of outside of the realm of possibility. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. Why is that here? What does it represent for the biggest challenge and obstacles for Leo? What does that Ace of Pentacles represent, please? 1, 2, and 3. Magician. Yeah, there's something else you're trying to create here. It could be a new job, a new career, maybe, you know, investing in something long-term that would impact your future long-term. For some of you, it could be school, or maybe even a family. Give me 1 second. It's like maybe too much time had passed, or maybe you both changed, or maybe it's just your directions are taking you in very different, opposite directions. And while there is the potential for a connection here, the thing, whatever it is between the two of you, has only grown instead of the closeness of the connection. Tell me about that. Tell me about the Empress, please. Why is it here? We have Gemini. We have Taurus, Libra. Tell me about the Empress, please. Why is that here? What does it represent? One, two. Oh, sweet. Okay. And three. Another way to read this, for some of you, this person could be going towards somebody else. That's a potential too. It's like the person that's in love with someone that's in love with someone else. I see that, but not as strongly. That's a side message. Alright, oh, okay. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So very strong earth energy here. This could be a mother, or a boss, or someone that has a higher position than you, giving you some kind of opportunity, or you could have gotten an opportunity that would really increase your status, your power, your influence, or just like a better paying job. And this is what you've wanted, you've worked for, and this is the thing for on your end that is more compelling. And if you went towards this person, it would mean walking away from this opportunity that you've worked for, that you've manifested, that you've willed into being, you've created. This this definitely feels like, sort of like what I was saying with the last reading, similar, that there's an opportunity here. And why would you miss this for a maybe? That's kind of like the mindset that I'm picking up on. This is almost a for sure certain. I can see it, I can touch it, I can taste it. This person, or anything else that's not attached to this, is just a maybe. And I would have to give up on this. Moving on to their side, their biggest challenges and obstacles. 5 of Cups and 4 of Cups. What's this person's biggest challenge or obstacle? What's blocking this person is their biggest challenge or obstacle with the 5 and 4 of Cups, please. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, the first one to come out was the World. Oh, no, I don't know why I said that. The Empress. And that's on your end. King of Wands. Okay, there could be a situation where I could read this like different ways for people that are already coupled. I could read this as them being already in a connection. I'm not convinced you are. I get single from your side, but I don't know. Mainly what I'm saying here is they've taken on an attitude of whatever this was, this loss. They have gotten over it, but it's more of a whatever kind of attitude. We have Taurus, Libra, we have Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Leo here. I'm kind of thinking this might be you. For some of you, what this might be is that you got an opportunity. They celebrated that opportunity to your face, but within themselves, they realized that this doomed the connection, or doomed the potential of the connection, because it meant that you would have to move, or you would have to sacrifice this to be with this person for whatever reason. It's like they can't, or they couldn't come in between you and this opportunity. So they're kind of like trying to swallow that bitter pill. It's like they're trying to ignore the fact that they have these strong, strong, strong feelings for you. And take it like a champ. Take it on the chin. It's a very bitter. So I think now that I'm seeing this Page of Wands, I think, was kind of like putting on a brave face. Now, it might not have been the Ten of Swords, might not have been attached to you. In that case, whatever this Ten of Swords is what they mourned, but now they've kind of like, they've just shelved their feelings for it. When they think too hard or deep about it, yes, it does hurt them. It disappoints them, it makes them sad. They mourn or grieve whatever was lost. But I think they're brave enough not to sit too long in that energy, or they didn't sit too long in that energy. Tell me about this Four of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? Or, it could be the opposite. I could be reading that page completely wrong, and this person is sitting in a pool of their own pity, in a puddle of their own pity, a puddle pity party. Puddle putty. Okay, that just sounds like they're sitting in pee. Anyway, yeah, some of them could be sitting in that energy of just Eeyore kind of attitude. Oh, I guess I won't try. What's the use? Tell me about that Four of Cups, please, for this person's biggest challenge or obstacle in the world. Yeah, okay. It's like a feeling of pointlessness. There's a feeling of pointlessness. Why try? And they try to convince themselves there's a whole world out there. There's more to be done. But they do get stuck there sometimes. Tell me about that Five of Cups. This person's biggest challenge or obstacle. Tell me about that Five of Cups. Tell me about that Five of Cups. 1, 2, and 3. Knight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Sag, does not have to be. We also have Capricorn again, as well as all the fixed signs. I'm getting an energy of somebody that doesn't see the point in moving backwards or in holding on to things. I think this person quickly moves on. And it's not because they're heartless or cold or they don't care. It's just, I don't think they have the physical capacity to stay still for long or to stay in one place for long. I say that because the Page, the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Swords. All is about movement, action, taking charge, leading the charge, not just taking the charge, but leading the charge. For someone out there that you might be dealing with a person that has that kind of like pity, sits in self-pity, but I don't think this person can stand it. The main message I'm getting is from a person that can't stand sitting still. And when they do think about it, they are sad, but they quickly get busy doing something else. I do sense towards you there's a bit of like hopeless situation kind of thing. Like when they do sit still long enough, and I think that's why the Tower was there. The Ten of Swords was with the Chariot. Like they've shut themselves down to the idea of you for whatever reason. Whether that's because you're embarking on a new opportunity, potential new start, beginning, whatever. Or if it's a combination of yours and whatever that Ten of Swords was for them. It's like they feel defeated, but they see you winning and they don't want to hold you back. That could be an aspect of this. Or they could have found something out that, you know, broke their heart about you. I don't know. It didn't necessarily need to be attached to you. It could have been something that happened in their personal life that kind of broke their spirit a little bit. And because of that, they kind of shut down their feelings towards you. Maybe for the same reason, because you are embarking on a new thing. Or maybe they just pulled away from you and you saw that, and it's not physical distance there, it's emotional distance. I don't know why immediately when I thought that, language barrier came up. I guess I could see that. Language barrier. For some of you there might be. Or it could just be like you don't understand each other. You speak the same language, but you might as well be speaking foreign language. Alright, moving on. The current mutual energy situation between the two of you. What's going on between you two at this time? With the Five of Wands and the Knight of Cups. 3 shuffles. What's going on between Leo and this person that's most on their mind, please, with the Five of Wands and the Knight of Cups? 1, 2, 3, 5 of Swords. Okay. Why? We have something that was very promising, very like something was growing here, and then it turned from pleasure to pain. Everything good about it became painful. Tell me about that Knight of Cups. Why is he here? What does he represent? Or what's going on between Leo and this person that's on their mind? Okay. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and then we have more Scorpio. So the ending of a connection. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think this was a long-term, you've been married kind of thing. For some of you it may be. This feels like the beginning to a promising connection, one that you both felt really strongly. Tell me about that Five of Wands. And then it ended. Ended suddenly, or just ended, or changed. Something changed and it created an ending. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Why is that here? What does it represent? What is it? Right. 1, 2, and 3. You might have come into each other's lives at a weird time or a crazy time. 7 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of distraction, a lot of unseen, unpredictable forces or energies or situations going on, maybe for one of you or for both of you. It led to an ending. I do get like an uplifting energy from these two cards. Like this person kind of like, or the two of you together kind of like felt calm in the storm. Like the both of you, when you were around each other or when you spoke to each other, despite all the craziness going on in your, personal lives, there was a sense of freedom and escape from that. But it very quickly turned into this, creating this ending and turning what was good into worries, fears, and anxieties. I think it was all based on this, just growing. So we talk about conflict, confusion, lack of clarity, so many things going on. It feels like a lot of things going on, a lot of interference. And it wasn't conducive to a connection forming. It was only why did it go from the 9 of Cups to the 9 of Swords? What happened? Okay, so Taurus, Libra. I mean, somebody could have been in a connection, somebody could have been married, but I think this is on your end because you had the Empress show up, I believe twice? Pretty sure twice. Maybe it was on their end, but regardless. I'm going to be honest, Leo, it looks like you were leveling up, you were advancing possibly in your career or in your position in life, but something happened on their end that stalled their progress. Maybe that's part of this. Maybe that's like they're self-conscious in some way that you're where they can't get to, or they can't keep up with you at this time. It's not like their fault, maybe, but it's... If this, for example, you're a female and they're a male, it might be kind of like intimidating or emasculating that you succeeded where they didn't. They think of it as a failure. And, well, I mean, they're going to keep trying, but at the same time, maybe you were already ahead of them and they don't feel comfortable. I don't know. But it does look like somebody's status or symbol or level became worrisome, tiresome. Even not like tiresome, like I'm tired of you, but like somebody, maybe you got tired of trying to keep up, or somebody got tired of trying to worry about if they could be useful or provide the Empress with the life that she deserved, or the life or support that they felt was deserving of the Empress. You can't get higher than the Empress or the Emperor. So this could have been like a situation where someone was put on a pedestal, and then they started to think, well, if they're on the pedestal, where am I? And how do I evolve? How do I measure up? It did lead to an ending, though. Abrupt or slow, it doesn't really matter, but kind of broke. It broke the connection, or the potential of one. Alright, not challenges, advice. What are your messages of truth, clarity, wisdom, guidance, and advice? What are your messages of truth, clarity, wisdom, guidance, and advice for Leo regarding this person, this situation, for their best interest, greatest good, highest potential? Not what they want to hear, not what I want to tell them, but what is true. What are your messages of advice for Leo with the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Wands? Eight of Cups and the Ten of Wands, please, for Leo. One. Two. Three. Okay, so I have the Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is confirmation, or it's not confirmation, that's not the right word. It's a supportive influence that says it's okay. It's okay if you move in a different direction from this person and you succeed and you're victorious and you get the attention, the validation, the reward, the acknowledgement of all your hard work. It's okay, it's not selfish to want this for yourself. And it's also okay that if in this victory, in this achievement, that some people get left behind. Ten of Wands, why is that here? What does it represent for your advice for Leo? It's like they're acknowledging and also asking you to accept that some people aren't meant to go with you. And at this time, this person, they had the Chariot. At one point, I think they were headed in the same direction or the same kind of trajectory that you were. But then something happened on their end where they were blocked, they were halted, something ended. And if there's guilt on your part about taking off while they're stuck, left behind, this is telling you that in this case, this is what you're meant to do. You can't, stay back and wait. Tell me about that Ten of Wands. 1, 2, 3. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're not meant to look back. You're not meant to wait. You're not meant to hold up and allow this person to catch up, or the situation to get better so that they can catch up. You're meant to keep going. You're being asked to keep going, and it's acknowledging that it's not an easy choice. It's not It doesn't seem fair, but they're saying that it's okay. It's okay to allow this person to find their own way. It's okay to advance yourself and not feel bad. This is the direction and the path you were meant to take. You just have to keep going. Alright, tell me about that Eight of Cups. And even if that's not something you were concerned about, if you did choose to walk away from this person, or if they chose to walk away from you, this is telling you that this was the outcome that was best anyway. Tell me about that Eight of Cups. 1, 2. How did you get in the reverse? 3. King of Wands, which was on their end, but that is the card of Leo. Yeah, you're not meant to wait. 2 of Wands is here. 7 of Wands, the 2 of Wands in the reverse. You're not meant to stand still and wait and stand at the crossroads. It's time to move on, it's time to move forward, and it's time to move towards your victory, your success. You've worked too far, you've gone too far, or you've worked too hard, you've gone too far to stop now and look back. This isn't time to revise your plan. So gather your courage and keep moving forward, because you are stepping into some new chapter of your life. And yes, when we do this, when we go through that cycle, that does mean sometimes cycling people out. The ones that can't keep up, don't want to keep up, or can't, or they're incapable. You're not meant to wait and hold out hope that they'll eventually get. I mean, even if it's not this person, and regardless, you're meant to keep moving forward. There is victory at the end of this. You just first have to get over the hill. And it's not like, hills, mountains in tarot represent challenges and obstacles. In this case, it means emotionally distancing or walking away from something that would not bring you emotional contentment or fulfillment. There's something missing here, so we're working really hard, physically, emotionally, mentally exhausting ourselves to the point of almost like complete defeat. But at the end of that is the Six of Wands, is victory, is success. Alright, so last one, probable outcome. Probable outcome between you and this person that's most on your mind. One more with the Five of Swords and the King of Cups for the probable outcome here. I'm going to shuffle 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Happiness for you. We have Leo, that's your card. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Strong Scorpio, does not have to be. Tell me about the King of Cups. Tell me about that King of Cups. Tell me about that King of Cups, please. I'm gonna be honest, it almost feels like you're upgrading in life. And this person would be a downgrade. Not because they're less than you. It's just you're on two different paths. And they're not at the same place you are. They're not going the same pace as you. They've had their own challenges. Tell me about that King of Cups. Why is it here? What does it represent? 1, 2, 3. 2 wands. Alright, 5 of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is it here? What does it represent? One, 2, and 3. Ace of Swords, 5 of Swords, Knight of Swords. Alright, this could lead to an argument, a disagreement. Blurting something out. Maybe it's delivering some kind of truth, but it's a painful truth or a careless truth, thoughtless. Maybe this person did want you to wait for them. Or maybe you're considering it and that's why your advice is to keep going. As hard as it is to keep going, even if it means leaving this person in the dust. But regardless, I see someone here standing at a crossroads. I see you. I say you because that's your card, and with the 10 of Cups. This was their aim, this was their goal, but we had the 10 of Swords there. So their road split, I believe, and your road kept going. Or their road ended at, you know, an earthquake opened up a crack for them, and they could go no further. But yours, you have a bridge. You have a rainbow bridge. And either this person can't join you, or they don't want you to move on without them. They want you to wait, or they're not ready to take that leap as you are. I see arguments, conflicts, fights, maybe hurtful, hateful words, or a truth delivered in a kind of unkind way. I don't know who's the receiving end, who's the one saying it, but I think it comes down because somebody isn't making a choice or taking any action, and the other person, you, are ready. And that makes sense for where you are in your current energy. I mean, you do have some hang-ups here. It's not like it's an easy thing. It does hurt you. But this is what you're going towards. Whatever this is the thing that's creating the challenge for them. Or for the challenge for this connection. This new opportunity for you requires you to keep going, or to move on, or to move, literally. Again, for some of you, you might be moving further away. They might be it does look some opportunity, some new offer for you. But wherever you're going, they can't follow. Yeah. It feels like somebody that doesn't make a choice here when it comes to you. I do see, you know, happiness for you, but I don't think it's with this person. I think this person stays where they are while you move forward. And I don't think this connection is far enough along that it railroads you. Alright, overall energy, theme, or takeaway from this spread, this reading, this person, or rather the potential of this connection or this connection. We have the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. A lot of energy, a lot of momentum, possibly a lot of communication. So it's also a card of movement, things going really fast or picking up speed. Tell me one more with the 8 and 8 of Wands. Tell me about the 8 of Wands, please, for the overall energy, theme, or takeaway for Leo regarding the person most on their mind. What's the takeaway here for Leo? Just keep swimming. That's what I'm getting from that. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, we had the 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Whatever it is that you are moving towards, if you're literally thinking about moving or traveling, I think you're meant to keep going. And finances will definitely pick up. It could talk about, you know, a partnership evolving through hard work, but I don't know that it's this person. I think it's pointing you in a direction that deems more important I do feel like if whatever this was that happened on their end, they would have been with you throughout. I think they would have matched your energy. I think this had really great potential. For the main message I'm getting here, this is for somebody that would have probably worked. Whatever they went through, whatever ending, whatever defeat, loss, whatever they suffered there, you had to pick up where they left off, in a sense. And at the end of it, you're on your own. But you achieved a lot. And maybe you even learned a lot. You learn a great deal. And it's almost like this thankful energy. Like I'm thankful for what this taught me, what I learned. It's not a great outcome or ending, but it's almost like it's kind of weird how to say it, because it doesn't end with, you know, a connection. Maybe it ends with a friendship, and maybe a friendship was better suited for this. Had that not happened, I think this person would have made a really good, but it was just bad timing, wrong place, wrong time. Because their road stopped and yours does split. But I think maybe a friendship is you could go a lot further with a friendship than you could a connection with this person. And maybe that's where that language, what did I say? Language barrier. I don't necessarily mean or think that it's 100% like you don't speak the same language as you do, like on a spiritual level, or intellectually. You're just very, very different. And this is maybe the thing that shows you how different you really are. I don't know if that's, the main thing here is, I think you learn a lot, you grow a lot. Had that not happened, I think they would have joined you. You guys would have been at the same pace, the same page. But it kind of steers this into more of a friendship, and maybe that would have been best anyway. But at the end of the day, I see you here with the Eight of Pentacles. And if financial security is what you're going for, this is very good for that. We have 3 8s here, by the way. 88. But anyway, I don't think it's the connection you're supposed to be growing as much as your finances, yourself. It's like finding your purpose. But Leo, that is your reading. Let me know in the comments how this resonated. Share your story to your comfort level, of course. Leave a like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see future content. Thank you for everybody who stopped in or stayed. Every little bit of support helps, and I really, really appreciate everyone who watches or leaves a like or share or subscribes or whatever. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next time.